and blocked my square to about a 9-inch square because our border is going to be about 1.5 inches, and since it's on both sides, or all 4 sides, 1.5 inches plus 1.5 inches equals 3 inches. We want this to be a 12-inch square, so I blocked this out to about 9 inches, okay? To make our border, the easiest way to do this is to single crochet 29 across on each side and put a chain 2 on the corners. The easiest way to get 29 across is to divide each side into quarters, okay, and do 7 stitches in each quarter, and then we have to add 1 in because 7 times 4 is 28. We want 29 stitches across, so we're going to have to add 1 in. The way we can do that is to fold our square in half. If this is the side we're going to start with, then that's where I'll do my first quartering. So I folded it in half, and now you see we have 2 even pieces. I put a little marker there. So now I'm going to grab another marker, and I'm going to fold one of those halves in half, put another stitch marker. Okay, now I'm going to fold the other half in half and put another stitch marker. All right, and now what we're going to do is grab the yarn that I'm going to use. You can do that on all 4 sides to begin with, or you can just mark them one side at a time, whatever floats your boat. If you have, what is that, 12 markers, go for it. If you've only got 3, then just do them one at a time, whatever works for you. I personally like to start right here at this corner because it's the easiest corner to start at. It is the corner where we finished our last row. Just going to go ahead and join my yarn into that corner with a slip stitch. All right, chain 3, and this is not going to count as a stitch. It's going to count as the chain 2 space. So the first chain is kind of lifting things up, and then there's the chain 2 space. Now I'm going to single crochet 29 across evenly, which means I need 7 in between each of these stitch markers. I need to put 1 extra one in, so I'm going to put that right at the spot where this stitch marker is. Okay, so if I need 7 in here, I'm going to kind of look, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if I put 1 right here, that would make 7 really easily. So I'm going to do that. And 7. And now I will remove this stitch marker. I'm just going to be kooky and go ahead and put it in its next spot over here. Okay. And now I need to do 7 again. All right, so let's see. We will do 1. 7, and then I'm going to put a stitch right where my stitch marker was. I will in a moment. I need to take the stitch marker out first because it's kind of in the way. Okay, so when I take that stitch marker out, I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. Okay, so I'm going to do another one right here where the stitch marker was. Okay, so I have 7 plus 7 is 14, and then I just did 1 more, which makes 15. Now I'm going to do another 7, so let's see. Seven. Okay, I'm going to take this marker out and fold this one again to find the center over here. And now I have to do a 7 more. And 7. All right, and now I've gotten to the corner, and what I'm going to do is chain 2, And then I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to put 7 here, plus one more, 7 here, and 7 here, and then chain 2. So I'm going to keep on going with single crocheting 29 evenly across each side and putting a chain 2 at each corner, and then we'll be ready for row 2 of our border. Okay, so we have 29 stitches on each edge with chain 2s in between each of them. Now I've finished. This is stitch 29 on my last edge, and I'm simply going to slip stitch into the chain 3 that we started with, and that chain 3 now counts as our chain 2 corner. And now the rest of our border rounds, rounds 2 through 5, are all going to be done in the same manner. All we do is chain 3 and single crochet into that same chain space, and now single crochet in each stitch across. I single crocheted in each stitch across, and now I'm going to put a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet into the chain 2 corner. I'm going to repeat that around. I'll get to the single crochet in each stitch across on the last side right here, and then we'll come back and meet up at the very end. Okay, here we go. We've gone all the way around here. I actually put that last stitch in out of habit, so I'm going to undo that. Gone all the way around. I put one single crochet in each stitch around, and now I've gotten back to that original chain space. I'm just going to put another single crochet in that chain space. It's going to kind of go over top of the slip stitch I made to finish off the previous round. There we go. And now I'm going to slip stitch into the chain 3 space that we started with. And that is the end of round 2. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing for rounds 3, 4, and 5. And because we have a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in each corner, we're increasing each side by 2 stitches, which means round 1 had 29 on each side. Round 2 has 31. Round 3 will have 33, round 4 will have 35, and round 5 will have 37 single crochet on each side and a chain 2 space in each corner. The thick border, okay, like you see here, makes it really easy to adjust if your gauge is looser or tighter and you want it to be a specific size. Having that thick border means you can add more border on if you need to, or take off a couple of rounds without affecting the real design of the square. I'm going to finish my border, weave in my ends. Maybe I'll give it another block, we'll see, but I'll come back here and do the surface crochet with you once the border is done and those ends are woven in.